Welcome to the Commissioner's Report. I'm Brian Lacey, and joining me in studio is Commissioner Bill Braswell, District 3 with the Polk County Board of County Commissioners.
Thanks.
Welcome to the show.
Thanks. Glad to be here.
Also joining us is Captain Thomas Griffin with Bird Dog Boats. Welcome to the show.
Thanks, Brian. Appreciate it very much.
And Eddie Hall with Expedite Life, a nonprofit here within Polk County. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to be here.
Commissioner Braswell, these guys bring something very unique to Polk County, and with a land of over 554 lakes, it's right on point for where we need to be. How did you get involved with Bird Dog Boats?
It is a great thing. Eddie and I have communicated back and forth on social media for, I don't know, years. And he's kind of keeps me posted on what he's up to. And he brought up this Bird Dog Boat thing, and I thought that's really cool. And then we went out to Lake Hancock. You know, we've got a new boat ramp out there. It's really nice and wide. And they took the boat out there. Eddie was on the boat. We went over to Circle B, rendezvoused over there, kind of saw what they do. And I think it's just a great opportunity. And I wanted Eddie to come in and tell us a little bit about his experience with it, and then have the captain talk about what they do.
Now, as far as the boats go, what makes these boats so special, Captain?
Yeah, we have a very interesting configuration that allows people using wheelchairs to roll on the back of the boat. We actually have the engine configured in an engine well in the front of the boat that allows them to do that. And so we can take all kind of wheelchair users, manual wheelchairs, power wheelchairs, and even our track chairs that we utilize too.
And not only do you make it compliant to get on the boat, but you also bring some special features when trying to drive the boat also?
That's right. That's one of our favorite parts. We are 5 years into operation. It took us 2 years prior to that to design and build the boat. And we went through U.S. Coast Guard to write all the new protocols for an adaptive recreational boat. And that has all the safety features at wheelchair accessibility level. And a wheelchair user can actually roll onto the back of the boat and roll up to the helm and take the helm and have the experience of driving the boat.
Now they talk about necessity being the mother of invention. Mm-hmm. How did this come to fruition? How did these boats start?
Yeah, the hull of that boat is actually a clam boat hull. Like the clam boats in Cedar Key, Florida. There's over 50 of these hulls in operation on the clam farms in Cedar Key. And that's one of the main reasons we picked out that specific hull. It's very sturdy, very durable. It has a good history of commercial operation. And then from there, the manufacturer redesigned the rest of the boat to be an adaptive boat.
Now, Eddie, speaking from an experienced standpoint for you, talk about the importance of having a vehicle of this nature to get out on the water.
Well, most boats aren't really built to be accessible for somebody in a wheelchair. And I mean, you have a pontoon boat out there, but pontoon boats are not, they're built more for a manual chair, and to getting on and off is still not the greatest. But for a power chair user, the Bird Dog boat is very accessible, being from the rear end entrance, and it makes it really accessible. You can just flip out the ramp, roll right on it, and if I want to drive up to the helm and take off, I can.
Now, with your nonprofit, how will these boats help with that?
Well, what we do at Expedite Life is we're going to be working with Bird Dog Boats to open this venues up larger at Circle B, over at Lake Hancock, over Camp Mac, Cedar Key. We started out at Cedar Key.
We did.
And that was an adventure in itself. I was in Ecuador on vacation, and I had contacted Thomas, and I asked about going out on the boat, and we came together at Lake Harris initially, and then we got together at Cedar Key, and that in itself just, they didn't have any accessibility as far as a place to stay. And we found the Cedar Key Bed and Breakfast, and it's the only accessible room up there, and we were able to stay there, and it was just outstanding. And so we found that, and that's opened up that whole venue.
And it's like when they were out at Lake Hancock, when I went out there, he's able to back the boat up right onto the shore. Eddie could roll off, get on the trails, go through the trails, get back on the boat, go fishing. I mean, it really opens up some opportunities, I think, that need to be opened.
And talk about, Commissioner, if you would, the importance of being compliant to those that love nature and wow, we have it to give here in Polk County.
And Circle B is such a great example of that. You know, people come from all over the world to see it. It's rough terrain. We've looked at, what's the chair called? Eco
Rover.
Eco Rover. These are like four-wheelers. I mean, they can go anywhere. There's so many opportunities there. You know, the opportunity to fish, to get on the boat, to drive do all those kind of things. You know, things that just weren't available 10 years ago. And Polk County, like you said, we've got all the lakes, we've got all the nature, we've got this beautiful park that people from all over the planet come to see, and we can make it available to everyone. And that's what I want to see.
As a visionary, what do you see in the future that these partnerships with the nonprofit, with the boats, what are we hoping for from this?
Well, I mean, you've got the boat aspect of it. You've got the Eco Rover, which Eddie and I have talked a lot about, hoping to get some corporate sponsorship to get these things available all throughout the county. Look at the trail system we have here. I mean, it's unique, and it's beautiful, and it's scenic, and it would be a great thing to give these guys the opportunity to get out and get about and see nature the way it's meant to be seen.
Now, Captain, talk to me a little bit. You've been at this for a little bit. Talk to me a little bit about how the boats are received within the wheelchair community.
Yeah, they really like them. We work with a number of organizations, most of them nonprofit, but we operate throughout the state of Florida, up in Tallahassee and Apalachicola. A big area is in Cedar Key. And Expedite Life helped us out greatly there to get operational and handle the lodging. We're now about 140 adaptive voyages into it, 3 years. We've never had one single problem, always a good day. Everything is first and foremost very safe, and then afterwards a lot of fun, and then who knows, you may even catch a big fish.
Yeah.
Before the day's over.
Yeah. And Hancock's the place to do it.
Hancock's the place to do it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, gentlemen, I want to thank you for coming on. Eddie,
Thanks, Brian.
Captain, Commissioner, thanks for coming on, sharing the information,
Great,
and look forward to seeing what you guys bring to the county.
Yep.
Okay.
Sounds great.
Thanks, Brian.
Thank you.
Thanks, Commissioner.
That's going to do it for this edition of the Commissioner's Report. I'm Brian Lacey, and we'll see you next time.